Welcome, welcome, welcome to Straight Talk with Shelia. Thank you so much for meeting me here. I so appreciate your company. Thank you to those who are actively participating in the group Igniters. I so appreciate you. Today, I want to just share with you on while we wait. We are still waiting, and there's so much to learn while we're waiting, and I'm really excited as to where this while you wait is taking me. I'm growing in this area, and I hope you are too, because it is important that we use our waiting time fully. It's important that we use the time that we're in the waiting to the best of our capacity. So today's topic, I want to talk to you about while you wait, improve your character. It is so important that we improve our character. And there's so many things that we can do while we wait, but for today, I want to just share with you 3 things that you can do to improve your character. I was doing some research in psychology today, and I got confirmation that core values and your character, they interconnect. They're one and the same. And I'm so glad that Psychology Today supported that, because your values at your core values, that's the compass that guides your life. And your character does the same thing. So when you lead your organization or when you lead your life, the best of you comes out. Whatever is in you, that's what's going to come out. Case in point, if integrity is one of those core values that you stand on, integrity is going to come out when you're under pressure. Your morals and your ethical value will come out when you're tested. It is so important that you know what core values that you stand on. If you're unsure about your core values, go to Google and Google core value. You will get a long list, maybe 100 plus, 125 or more. I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, what I have done is I looked at that list, printed it out, narrowed that list down to my top 30. Then I narrowed it down to my top 20, then my top 10. And these are like those anchor areas and things that will happen in your life. You will hear me talk about service. That's something I do without even thinking. Your character and the things at your core will always come through no matter what. When you're tossed in hot water and you're under pressure, your character, the things at your core will come out. Your beliefs, your behaviors, they will come out. But today I want to just share with you 3 things. But before I do, I want you to put me on pause right now and share this video, because somebody out there that you know needs to improve their character. And I'm just going to touch on 3 ways that they can do it. Very simple, easy ways that they can start today, because I don't believe in putting things off until tomorrow, starting today. So those 3 things that you can start doing. Number 1, self-control. It is so important that we practice self-control. Yes, I know it's hard. It's not easy. But you've got to practice self-control. Self-control is that thing where you're right at the edge. You want to do it, but you got to stop yourself. But if you practice it in the waiting season, if you practice self-control, when you're tossed in the fire, when you're tossed in the heat of a situation, you will win. You will come out a winner on the other side, because this is something you're doing now. You're not waiting until the heat is on. The next one is becoming self-aware. It is so important that you and I become self-aware. When you're self-aware, you know yourself on a deeper level. You know who you are at your core. Someone can tell you that you would do this or you would do that. You know that that's not who you are. And that's important to know. That's very important to know. For me, I spend time in making sure my awareness is heightened. It is so important that you know the principles that guide your life and what that includes. And the third and last step that you can use to improve your character is self-reflection. That's a big one for me. It's huge. The reason why it's huge, because I practice all 3 of these, but this one, self-reflection, I make sure I practice daily, weekly or as often as possible. Yes, sometimes I don't get to do it at the end of the day, but I make sure I lean in, especially if I've done a project or done something where I spoke to a group or delivered a particular program. At the end of it, I ask myself 3 questions. What went well? What didn't go so well? And what can I learn from what didn't go well? And it's so important that we ask ourselves these questions. And when you ask yourself those questions, wait, pause, and answer them. Don't run from it. Don't just ask them. It's important that you dig deep within you and find that answer. I want to add 1 or 2 more questions that you can add in your reflection time. It is so important that you know that you ask yourself, especially when you messed up. You ask yourself, why did I behave that way when? You can finish that sentence. Ask yourself that and answer the question so you know what is it. Are you self-sabotaging? Are you doing something because that wasn't your normal intention, but for some reason you chose the wrong option? And the next question that you need to ask yourself is, how can I manage myself in this situation next time? It is so important that you ask yourself that, because here's the thing, life will throw you in the hot seat every time, and you've got to come out. Yeah, you got to come out really strong. But sometimes we do make mistakes and we do fall short. So that's where self-reflection comes in to help you and help me. We have to press pause. We have to ask ourselves questions. And it's so important that you and I, while we're in this waiting season, that we improve our character. What is at our core? Know what we believe, or core values. Know what you stand on. Don't let others decide how you should behave. You decide how you behave because you already have these principles at your core. And if you look at your life during that reflection time and things come up that you weren't aware that was there, I am so glad, because now your self-awareness is raised, is heightened, and it's important that now when the situation comes, you will put into place self-control, because now you become aware. And then you keep looking over your life and see the things you need to fix. I am your coach. I am your sister. And I can't wait to hear about the ways in which you're improving your character. I'm taking time out every day to better myself. One of my other core values is personal growth. And personal growth includes all of these things, ways to get better, knowing that I can still learn, I can still become more, I can still become better. Our goal is, while we wait, is to prepare. And in your preparation, it is learning more about you, practicing self-control, self-reflection, so that your character will shine, so that your character will go in front of you, and you will live and become the best version of yourself. That's not to say you won't make mistakes, but when you do, you will find out why. You will ask yourself so that you can fix that situation. I'll meet you here next week, same time, maybe not same place. I am your coach. I am your sister. And I can't wait to hear how you've improved your character. Have a great evening, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.